I've helped 5 complete beginners hit $10,000 in a single month, and in this video, I'm gonna show you guys all of their stories just to show you guys that it's actually possible. And they also did this without running a single ad, without creating a single website, and they didn't have to get a product from China. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get to this video. Alex, how you doing, brother?
We're doing amazing. How about you? How's your holidays?
It's great. Happy holidays. Great year. Great overall end to the year. I just wanted to show the viewers, right? I started recording and everything. I don't
Yeah.
want this to be scripted, anything like that. Just a
No.
conversation about your journey starting Amazon FBA, right? I feel like you had an insane story because tell the viewers what you were already doing. Like you were doing what, sales,
Oh,
solar sales? Give the viewers a background because I don't think you're like you have a different archetype of like, there's not a lot of people that are in solar sales going into Amazon FBA and finding success. So tell the viewers a background, what you do, how many people you go.
when I first started, I was looking for another way of making some money, and then I fell like first I found Faraj, seen him for months on Instagram. This man, top tier guy.
Yes, sir.
And then I was already super busy. I'm working 40 to 60 hours a week, running a lot of guys, 30 to 50 guys, like always. And
Mhm.
then I kept getting climbing the ranks with that, working full time. And then I somehow, some way, had to find time for Amazon, and I was like, let's try it. Let's try it. And then, yeah, man, like it really just went.
So kind of tell me, I mean, what do you do? Like, let's go more in depth. What does your day to day look like before you started Amazon FBA?
Oh, I wake up early, like 6:30 a.m. And then I'm already on the calls with the guys. Like I do daily check-ins. I run an office essentially now. I just got promoted into an office.
You
I
run
run an
an
office
office,
now.
like so, like
Yep.
what? How many people are you managing?
Right now 30, but a month and a half ago was our peak. We had a big tournament going on. It was a blitz for November to set us good for the rest of like the slow season.
Mhm.
And at that time it was 60, 60 guys just on my team. And then in total I was managing 85, 90. So I was running
You were
two
managing
offices.
85, 90 people, and that's solar sales. So like you're just
Yes,
managing
door to
them.
door.
You're making sure they hit their KPIs. You're making sure, they're actually, getting sales and everything. How
Oh
do you
yeah.
kind of manage, how do you manage 85 to 90 people and think, okay, I'm doing all this right now. Why would you even start another business model?
Man, I always want more. I always want more. I love being busy. Like that's the
Mhm.
biggest thing. Like free time is bad time. I don't like free time. I always like being busy. I always love being on something and learning new skills. Like that's the
100.
biggest thing. Like pushing myself to a new extreme. Like at the time I thought there was no way I could manage Amazon. And
Yeah.
then like one of my bosses told me big rock, small rock. You know what I mean? You
Mhm.
prioritize all the big rocks, then you could fit all the small rocks into everything and make it work perfect. And that's what I did. Nothing changed. All I did was, stop scrolling on TikTok. And
Yeah.
then guess what happened? Wow.
Alex, that's so funny because a lot of people tell me I don't have time for this, I don't have time for that. I'm so busy, and then I'm like, yo, I get on a call with them. I'm like, let's reverse engineer your day.
Yeah.
Let's look at every single hour of your week, right? Because at the start, right, you didn't have that much time at the start. How much hours are you actually putting into Amazon and getting over the learning curve? Because you didn't just find success with Amazon,
Yeah.
like you got over the learning curve fast. I mean, you were sending products, you were asking as many questions. I remember at the start, you were spamming my phone, and which I love, right? Every single person that blows up my phone, that blows up the tickets, that always books one-on-one calls, coincidentally, they always find results. They always get success. So, kind of tell me how you're able to manage, getting over the learning curve and, doing solar sales, managing all those people.
Well, just anytime I had, like, it sounds funny. Like, I'd come home for like an hour.
Mm.
If I have 20 minutes of free time, I'd jump on and try to reverse source. I always leave leads on my computer. So if I do get a split second of free time, guess what? I'd source. I'd do it. On top of that, it's like I known that I was on a restricted amount of time with everybody else. So it's like knowing that making my time worth everything. Like you
Mm.
paid for mentorship, you paid for it. Like get your worth. Like that's the biggest thing. And make sure one, you feel heard. Make sure you feel like you understand it. And if it don't make no sense, I'm
You
spamming.
if you something didn't make sense to you, you did a good job in letting us know that. Like
Yeah.
I always tell some of our students, I'm like, we can have all the resources, we can have everything for you, we can explain, we can give you all the strategies, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't make sense in your head, right? I can't get you to ask questions. I can't go into your brain and see what you're understanding and what you're not understanding. That's your only job. Your commitment is to come in. And if you don't understand something, reach out, right? Ask questions,
Yeah.
and that's something you did, like literally top three, like literally the best.
Still good.
I mean,
Yeah.
like you're even right now, right? So, I mean, to give some
Yeah.
context to the viewers, right? It's December 27th. You hit your biggest month right now. I remember you sent like a what? 9K in what, 7 days or something? You hit an insane 2.6K in
Yes.
Black Friday. What are you on pace for this month? 'Cause
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know. You haven't updated me. I
For
genuinely don't know.
sure. I'd say for sure 20 at least. It's just more so I ran out of stock. Like the craziest thing, I ran out of stock. And then
Yo,
I
this is
couldn't I had
yo,
some other
for me, 20K per month. Like, I actually did not know that. Like, cause you've been, I know what you want to do. You want to drop, like, you want to surprise everybody, just drop the screenshot in there and then boom, 20K. But I knew you hit a big 7 days, but $20,000 is genuinely insane.
dude, I
And
never thought like last month I had no sales, like very little because I wasn't there. So this is really like my second month, I'd say,
Mhm.
like of going all in because that last month I was not here at all. And then
yeah,
literally 3 days after being home, I had an $800 day. Like
and
3 days ago.
yeah, because you had the blitz. You told me you were like November, it's gonna be slow. I was like, damn, like I was like November's gonna be slow. But then as soon as it finished, you just swept, like you literally swept like the switch. You just turned it on, and it went.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
You came back. I think I remember days. It was like a couple of days before Black Friday. It was a couple of days before, and you were like, "Okay, I'm done." Faraj, Adam, we're ready to come back. We're ready to start. And I remember you were in there. We had a sourcing marathon, and you were there sourcing the whole day.
Yeah, I sourced 15 hours that day. And like I woke up at like I couldn't sleep. I woke up at 5:30, got a head start
Mhm.
before everybody else. I was already sourcing. And then I was on those calls. I was still sourcing when you had your call after Adam did. And that was
Yeah,
like
I
hour
think we had
number
three
8.
calls that day. Black Friday, we had literally three calls. Bach had a call, Bach had a call, I had a call, Adam had a call in the morning, and you guys were sourcing in VC all day. I mean,
Yep.
if you
Yep.
were like, come here.
Alex is the first person to show up in that call. Like, Alex, I have to congratulate you on your commitment, dude, because we had that call at like 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
You were the first one in there, so you were.
Hey,
ready.
that was 5 in the morning for me.
Yeah, it was 5 in the morning for him.
And that's what separates you from other people, right? You are willing to work and actually put in the effort.
Yeah.
I love that.
And then, yo, tell him about the high offer account sourcing, how he implemented it.
Yeah. So, Alex, right? Would you say using Keep a Product Finder a lot and using high offer account sourcing, you were able to increase a lot in your business? Because I remember we
Oh,
were on
yeah.
the phone when we were at my house and we were talking.
Yeah.
You were saying, I literally used that and I found 20 different products
Yeah,
doing that.
it was the group call, right? And remember, we had a
Yep.
group call, and that's when you turned it up. Literally the next day, I just see Faraj, I bought this, I bought this, I bought this. You spent like thousands of dollars on
I
inventory.
spent $5,000 that day.
All you needed was literally just a sourcing strategy and the way to implement it, and you just took it and ran with it.
Hey, and then the historic offers, like for Christmas stuff went crazy for me. Crazy. Like I was struggling that day. I got these new Keepa settings instantly, 20 products. Then I reverse sourced that and then found another 20 more ASINs I was selling.
Guess what?
And
We're
I was like,
more in February.
Yeah, and the
Dude.
craziest thing is like how like because like we like there's so much stuff that we give out that if like somebody they just implemented it like it would just make so
Yeah.
much money. Right? Like it's
I
kind
know.
of crazy.
I
But like, kind of take me back to how are you able to kind of flip the switch? And no, I want to go because you had an interesting story. I remember when you joined. Why did you kind of choose Two Nice Profits? There's so many Amazon FBA mentorships out there. There's so much, there's so many people selling stuff. Why did you hone
Yeah.
in on Two Nice Profits?
Specifically the community, the feedback, the one-on-one calls, and it just felt like a lot more hands-on. Like I know if I have the right hands-on and like the right people around me, I can succeed with no matter what. It was like that with my job I have now with solar. It was just being around the right people that would help guide you. You give me the tools, I am going to go crazy. Like you show me the ways, and I will take that to heart, focus it, because I never want to be bad at something. Like I will keep going until I'm good at it, no matter what. I won't stop at all. Like
And it's
no,
like
just gotta.
from a viewer's perspective, right? Like let's just say they're looking to join like how did you kind of make your decision? Like how did you hone in? It's like how did you realize that it was hands-on? Because a lot of people could say my program's hands-on or we help this or we get extra results, but how did you kind of like have that confidence and trust, to invest a big sum of money into yourself?
Specifically, I'd say it was you kept posting like your mentees' success stories, and then I seen it on YouTube. I watched all of them, and
Yeah.
then I kept seeing you on Instagram, and
Yeah.
I kept seeing you post more and more and more. Than the wins chat, and then new people within their first month hitting a couple thousand in sales, and I'm like, that's crazy, dude. Like that's just crazy to think about. Like that it's that fast of a turnaround. Like you can see results literally within 2 weeks, and I was
Mm.
like, there's no way. And then I've tried drop shipping, did not succeed at that. Like I tried so hard and that was so hard. So I thought it would be the same thing. Like a course would just be like only you just read. There wouldn't be no help, there wouldn't be no anything. Specifically like the guidance is like something that really brought me to like one, you have the course. And then on top of that, you have the weekly calls, you have the check-ins, you have
It's
the
like
text
every
messages,
touch
like
base,
everything. Yep.
it's like, because what I realized, I think that what separates us from a lot of people is like, okay, understanding that one avatar likes courses or he likes
Yeah.
YouTube videos. One other person, he likes the one-on-one support. Another one, he just wants accountability. He just wants someone to
Yep.
actually care about his business. Another guy, maybe he doesn't even need that much help. He just wants to be in a community that pushes him every single day. Kind of tell us about the community and how WinChat, like you're seeing people that join after you. It's like, oh, this guy started, I can't let him be me. Kind of tell us about just the community and everything.
I'd say like the biggest people, like one just getting in there, like after the first day in the community, I was getting text messages. And then like after I think it was the introduction, I had a few people text me off of that. And then after that, I made a goal and I was like, I need to be uncomfortable. Like be okay with being uncomfortable was like something I really struggled at, even personally. So I was like, let's be uncomfortable. Let's just do it. So I made a goal of messaging 2 to 3 people a day. And then
Yeah.
eventually, like I found Don. He started around the same time I did, Don. And then
Yeah.
him and I sourced a lot, like a lot. And then he started getting a lot more results before me. And I was like, shoot. But then I kept sourcing, started seeing those results. Then more people started coming. Like then I was sourcing with Rafik and then people inside the calls and then just more and more people. And then it got to the point where people started messaging me for
Yeah.
help and everything, sourcing help. And I was like, dude, this is awesome. Like I remember being exactly like this. So I sourced with them, sourced with everyone. And then
That's
that's the best part.
And it's only gonna get more crazier and crazier and
Yeah.
crazier, right? There's gonna be another person that comes in here, but he probably does 50, 60K in his first month or two, and then you're
Yeah.
reaching out to him. And then
Yeah.
you get to 50, 60K per month, and then another like a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old like Rafik or somebody comes in, and you're just like, man, I just want to help this guy even more. I know he's getting mentorship help, but I'm gonna source with him together. And that was the whole vision that we had, right? Community,
Oh
community,
yeah.
community.
Yeah.
Everybody coming together because a lot of people they approach Amazon like, oh, I need to gatekeep my products. I don't want people to see my storefront. I need to do everything.
I
But
know.
it's like
Yeah.
that approach, it's like it makes the business like it doesn't make it fun. At the end of the day, I like you could work whenever you want, right? You don't want
Yeah.
like you chose to be a part of this community. You could network with people and you could make a ton of money with people that you actually like. You're not forced to work with
Yep.
them, right? And it's just like having that community, having that people that like competition over collaboration, right? It's like no collaborate.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dog, cut that. Collaboration over competition, right?
I
At the
know
end of
what
the
you meant.
day,
Yeah.
the Amazon
I know.
at the end of the day, that sounded crazy. But at the end of the day, the Amazon marketplace, there's like literally hundreds of like thousands of people shopping on it every single day, right? You only need one
Yeah.
listing.
So
And I feel a lot of people, their approach is I'm going to do everything myself. I'm going to make the mistakes myself. I'm going to have, and they end up just overall, they end up scaling. Like it just takes so much, it takes so longer. And it just, it's just worse of an experience, to be honest. Like you don't want to be doing everything yourself because an issue that you're probably going through, somebody else is going through, Rafik is going through, Don is going through. And
Yep.
having people like
Yep.
that just be like even being in a group, even when you're down, even like when you guys take an L, at least I took an L with my friends and my people in the community, right? Like
Hey, you're not the only one.
yeah, it's like shit, bro, I can't get on gated in this. Damn. Oh, you can't go to gated this too? Okay, we got to find a way. How? What supplier has
Yeah.
it? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah, that's the biggest, that's what I had. Like that's my intention when we were building Two Nice Profits, make it as interactive as possible. And we have tons of stuff coming in, right? As you can see,
Oh, yeah.
we've been adding and adding and adding and adding, just trying to make it as valuable as possible. But what would you have to kind of say about how you were able to separate because going from 0 to 20K per month in 2 months it's not normal, especially your current situation, right? What would you have to say to someone that has limiting beliefs that, oh, I'm working a lot of hours too. I'm in a sales job that I don't really like, or I'm working a job that I don't really like. I'm already working, I'm building up capital, but I want to start in 3 months. What would you have to say to that person?
Start now, because I'm telling you, once you get over that learning curve, you don't need a lot of time. Like,
Yeah.
it's just being consistent over anything. Like, being consistent, no matter if that's 30 minutes a day or 2 hours or 3 hours a day. If you stay consistent, you are bound to get results. Like, it happened with me. I was at a stuck moment, and all I did was stay consistent. And then I got over past that, little jumps at a time. And then I was like, cool, this made sense. Now
Yeah.
I can find this product 2 times faster. I know what IPs, like, I keep seeing the same listing. So automatically I'm just turning and burning a lot faster. Then it's just like inputs. Like, you cannot stop on the inputs. Like, I went 4 days without finding a product. And then on the fifth day, I found 17.
Say that again. Say that again. Say
I
that again.
went 4 days with no
Did you
product.
quit?
Four
Did you
days.
quit? Did you quit after you didn't
Double
find?
down. Double down.
Did
You
you
gotta double
call?
down.
Did you call Amazon saturated? Was something wrong with the business model or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Right?
You
It's
gotta keep going.
because you can't control how many products you can find. You cannot control that. You can control your inputs though. You can
Yeah.
control if you showed up every single day, and that's the whole thing in our mindset module. That's the whole thing. I'm like, if you go a week without sourcing, and there's two people, one of them gets demotivated, his inputs go down. Another one's like, okay, I got a week worth of sourcing. At least I got better. Next week, I'm gonna try this, and I'm gonna go even harder. Who's gonna
Yep.
end up getting the result? Which two people are gonna get the guy who
I
didn't?
wonder who.
Yeah, the guy who focused on inputs, and that's 100%. Like just having that long term thinking. I know
Yeah.
you're managing 60 to 75 people, right? You already have that mentality, and I feel like most people either like I just did a call with Brandon, right? He was doing
Yeah.
eBay. Most people, when you've already started a business or you've already had a side hustle, you've already gotten over that mental discipline mark. Amazon, especially with our program, when you have all the systems, you have all the blueprints, it's like you're guaranteed success. But the biggest thing I
Yeah.
see with a lot of people is they're kind of like the mentality, like they get demotivated or they get burnt out. What would you kind of say to somebody that he's been trying, he's been sourcing, but he just hasn't been getting the results?
All good things in life take time. Like, Rome was not built in one day, and I struggled with that personally. Like, even with my job I have now, it takes 3 months for a payout. Like, that is a long time. Like, you're just sitting there looking at this big sum of change, and you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can't. Like, what if it cancels? And then it's like you just keep going. Because I'm telling you, you stay consistent, you double down, you do not stop. It's momentum at the end of the day. You stop for 2 days. Now think about if you would have kept going for those 2 days. You know what I mean? Even if it was only 15, 20 minutes that day, you still did something. You are that much further ahead. If you like stop. Like, if you stop, you're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything. Just keep going.
Just
Double
having
down if you're on a dry streak.
better
Just
mentality.
don't stop. Yeah, just don't stop.
It's like, and I always ask people, I'm like, okay, let's just say you quit, right? You quit Amazon. What else would you be doing? Like, what else would you be doing other than trying something, right? Because like I'd rather be waking up every single day, failing and striving for something, and just quit and just cope and say, oh, the business model is saturated or something like that. Because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, that doesn't help you, right? Like
Mm-mm.
that belief system doesn't serve you at all.
Yeah, it doesn't. Like, I always tell myself I want to try. If I know I'm trying, then like, you can't be mad at anything but you. Like, at the end of the day, it's like accountability. Nine
Yeah.
times out of ten, it's not, let's say, Amazon. It's not like Amazon's too saturated. It's just you're not putting enough inputs. Or even if you are, you stay consistent, you're gonna get out of it. Like, it happens. It's like the circle of life. Like, it's not always gonna be golden and green every single day, 7 days a week. Like, it's gonna go through like dark spots. It's gonna go through dry spots. Like, it happens.
100, and I think the best thing that could have happened to our community is having people like you, Donald, Rafiq, A players that take accountability, that come in and go put in inputs in every single day. Because I think you guys raised the bar, like you guys elevate, like because these people that some people that were struggling in there, they're thinking, hey, Alex has the same resources, Alex has the same mentor, Alex has the same ticket access. If he was able to do it, I was able to do it. That's it. That's literally it, right? And it's like,
Literally.
and I've been noticing it too. I'm like, I'll give you an example. I'm gonna get on an interview with Diego too, but Diego started with us in March, right? It took a little bit longer for him. He didn't give up though, and now he just hit the
Stay
first.
consistent.
He didn't give up. He stayed consistent. He's seen Donald. He's seen you guys coming up, and now he just hit his first 1K day. And I remember
Hey, that is what I'm talking about. Yeah.
like that. That is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's just, but imagine Because this was his first business that he's ever started. Remember, we were
Yeah.
working even his mindset mentality too, but it was kind of like just not just showing up every single day because it's like in the summer when he was going through everything. Imagine if he just stopped, right? Imagine if he wouldn't have been able to see the version of himself that is doing 1K days in December's. Like if you quit, there's two versions. There's two versions of yourself right now. There's one person that just kept going, the understanding that there's going to be like roadblocks and there's another version that just quit, right? And if Diego quit, 3 to 4 months ago, he would never see the 1K days. He's probably going to hit 10K this month too.
That's
So,
amazing. Yeah.
yeah, it's and that's the biggest thing, to be honest. What are some plans for 2026? I mean, we've just reviewed your tickets. Like we've seen the products that you're sending in the tickets. You're gonna have an even bigger month in January. If make sure you buy those products. Adam was gonna tell you. Adam, you're gonna tell him that, right?
Yeah, there's like 20 of them in there. 20 of them.
I know. I'm about to get on and start ordering. Adam.
Super good. There's no reason you shouldn't be at $50,000 a month by the new year. 2026 should be $50,000 a month. That's what I expect from you. Nothing less.
Hey, that is the goal. That is the goal.
So where do you kind of see yourself 2026 this time?
Ooh. Well, I just got my LLC set up. I just got my first VA. Like all this just got set up. I'm going to be selling.
I thought we got the VA like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, and
Yeah.
it has been going good.
Is he
It's
good? Is he
going-
good? Is he actually good?
Dude, it took time. 2 weeks. It took 2 weeks.
Are you using a template
Yep.
and rating his
Yep.
leads? Isn't
Yep.
that meta?
I
Is
love it. It's amazing. It's
He's
just
getting-
sauce.
It's feedback
fire.
loops literally every single day. Because then if the VA is bad too, you could just get a new one and then put them through the same system.
Yep. Dude, it's amazing.
So it's gonna get scary. That's basically what you're saying.
Oh yeah. I know my goal, like right now I'm getting business credit cards. I'm getting everything. I'm working on all that. Once I get that secured, once I get everything going, at least I want to be going for no less than 30K months. And then eventually, who knows after that? 50K, 60K, 70K, wholesale? Who knows?
Easy. It's just, you're just gonna be climbing the ladders. It's easy money.
Yep.
But the viewer right now, right? Let's just say he has New Year's resolutions, or he's just been trying to get into Amazon for the longest. What is a message that you would have for him? Like, let's just say you were talking to him right now.
Take the chance. And because like people who wait don't succeed. Waiting isn't anything. You're just overthinking. I'm telling you, if you feel like you're really motivated and want to do it, take the jump and believe in yourself. Like people that don't believe in themselves, stay stuck. Don't be stuck. Like genuinely, just believe in yourself. Just do it. At the end of the day, it's like if it wasn't something that worked, no one would be using it. No one would have results, and no one would like watch it. You know what I mean? No one would want a community. Like you wouldn't want a community if it didn't work. Like hundreds of people are doing it. Be one that could do it, because I'm telling you, every single person in this community wants to see you succeed too.
Yes, sir. It's just
Like
the
genuinely.
people that it's like there's no I got his storefront or none of that. It's just people that want to get 1% better. Even when you were starting, right? You were getting help from other people. Now, the full circle moment. Now it's you. You're helping out the other people. Rafiq, like talk about now you're helping out the other people, which is absolutely amazing, beautiful thing. What kind of caused you to take action? Like what, because you said you were looking at my content for a while. What caused you to kind of start? Was there a specific moment? Sometimes people have like I need to lock in, like what was that moment?
I honestly wanted to make more consistent money. Like my job, yes, it could be very lucrative, but honestly, it's like when it's dry, it's dry. And I know personally, I was in a financial pinch, and I was like, I'm gonna stay in this pinch unless I do something about it. So I was like I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna do it. Like I believe in myself. I'm like, I know if I try and genuinely say I gave it my all, I'm gonna succeed. And I know I was gonna succeed.
And what kind of gave you the confidence to be in a financial pinch and go all in and invest into yourself? See that money come out your bank account and go all in. Like, how did that kind of feel?
Being uncomfortable is okay. And I kept telling myself that every single day. Being uncomfortable is okay. Like tough times build strong people. And I genuinely believe that, because like that honestly forced me to do it. Like being that uncomfortable was like, I am going to maximize everything that's in here until I can't no more. Like genuinely, like I know that if I was going to spend this much money, I need to make it worth it, and I need some money back. Like, so just believe I just did it.
Yeah. I always say there's two types of people, right? There's one person that's going to be like, oh, I don't have enough resources to make this happen. There's another person that's going to say, I don't have the resources right now, but I'm going to find a way to make this happen. I'm going to find a way to actually take action and,
Yeah.
invest into myself and, go all in because I know once I go all in, there's no, there's people, sometimes they join this. I want to do this as a side hustle. But if you don't go all in, if you don't all want to put this on the side, then there's no urgency, right? There's no urgency. You're not going to take action. You're not going to show up when you don't feel like it. I know, kind of tell me about you, like some days when you didn't feel like it, you talked about, like, you thought about, oh, like, I can't afford to not feel like it. I can't afford to not
Yeah.
what's with my mood. Kind of tell me about that.
It's really just I known that if I wasn't like really maximizing it, literally, honestly, like I just wanted to say I tried. Like at the end of the day, it was really just like personally and mentally, it's like I did not want to fail, of course, but it's like I really wanted to say I tried. And if it didn't work, it didn't work. I honestly, in my brain, I was like 6 months. That's all I'm gonna do. And like 6 months, fully locked in, so I could say I tried. And then
Bro,
3 months later, there we go.
literally love that perspective because that is a perspective. That's how I live my life. It's like at the end of the day, it's like, okay, if I fail, at least I know in the back of my mind when I get 5, 10 years older, I can't look back at this time and be like, hey, I didn't go all in. I didn't try my
Yeah,
hardest really every single day. Like I literally believe that. It's like, like, okay, everyone's gonna have failures, like everyone's gonna fail, but
of course.
regret, like you can't do anything with regret. You can't do anything 5 to 10 years later, when you're more busy and you have more responsibilities and you have like, you don't have as much time, you don't have those resources. That's why I always tell people, it's like if you're 18 to 23, even 25, you don't have kids, you're not married, you have every opportunity and right to just go all in. Because at the end of the day,
Dude,
your worst case scenario is going to be just not trying and just doing the same thing everybody else is doing. Right? That's the
don't be
worst.
like everybody else. Don't
That's
be
that's
like them.
that's literally the worst case scenario. Just waking up every single day and doing what you were already doing. But your best case scenario, you build a business, you free up your time, right? You build systems. You have something. For me, it's just having something to wake up every single day and do and just like build. It's like a game. I know, like for me, it's
Yeah,
like I'm spending X amount of money, I'm gonna make this amount. It's just numbers on the screen, you know?
yeah,
Like you
yeah.
get
It's
what I'm saying?
it's amazing.
It just becomes so enjoyable. But amazing talk. Anything else for the viewer, Alex? This is opportunity.
Hey, I'd say give it 6 months. I tell my guys that. I tell everybody that. Genuinely, if something doesn't pay off with you being locked in for 6 months, then it
Mm,
may not be meant to be. But I'm telling you, with this type of community, this program, the mentorship, and everything else, you'll succeed. Just try.
100%, 100%. January, let's do it. 6 months. We're gonna keep printing 30K next month. We're at 20 right now. Let's get after it. The interview was supposed to end over there, but my guy Alex was going through an account health issue, and that caused us to delay this interview, right? Because I wanted to make sure, I didn't want to post a testimonial video, and he wasn't good with Amazon. So we helped him with his appeal. We got him reactivated, and he just got an 11K payout. So we're just going to talk about experience because, this is an experience that nobody really talks about when it comes to Amazon FBA, but it is true, right? Amazon's going to ask you for documentation to make sure that you can sell on their platform years on years on end. And a lot of people pay I think they pay 3 to 5K for these Amazon FBA lawyers, right? We don't do that. We do everything in-house. We crafted the appeal for him, and we were able to get him reactivated or approved with his inventory. So he's going to talk about experience doing that, and just got 11K payout. Tell them what just happened. What issue did you face? How did we get over that?
I got section 3'd. Big
Okay.
section 3. They took 12,000 and Faraj and Adam, biggest helps in the world. Got all my money back, got the appeal done, all of it.
Bro, because I've seen a lot of people, bro. They go through this,
Hmm.
right? They go through
Yeah.
this. Then their mentors are like, "Yo, go through an Amazon lawyer or something and pay another
Yeah.
$3,000 to $5,000." I was like, "No, we're gonna do this in house, and we're gonna make sure you're situated." What was your payout today? How much did you get to your bank account today?
11,700.
Have you gonna
11,700.
pay out that big? 11K? Are you gonna pay out that big?
No.
But kind of tell me, were you a bit scared, just seeing yo, I might have 11K stock? Tell me about your
Yeah.
reaction. What happened? Give me the timeline. Give me the timeline.
I was honestly nervous. I was hella nervous. I was like, wow, that's a lot of money gone.
Mhm.
We'd still be good, but that's a lot. Genuinely, imagine taking 12,000 from you. I was blown away. I was nervous,
Okay.
very nervous. And then boom, it all came back. I'm like, that is insane. That is
And
insane, especially
kind of
because
tell us
Section
about the
3 is
appeal
bad.
process, right? Huh?
Section 3s are bad. Like, they're not
Yeah.
good. Like, yeah.
100%. I remember when it happened to me, I think a year and a half ago, I
Yeah.
went through like 3 different guys that I had to pay like $2,000 to $3,000, right? So how would kind of experience been? I mean, just having someone to literally submit the appeal for you, organize everything for you. Tell us about it.
It is amazing. You guys do it all. Help with sourcing, help with training, help with assisting, help with getting Section 3s gone. There ain't no,
Yes, sir.
like, it's insane. It is
That's
insane.
literally all I wanted to add because it was like, okay, like this is a real life example. Like, remember we filmed the interview. I was gonna post the interview YouTube video and everything, but I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna post this until I make sure my guy Alex is good. So I posted it after the appeal, and it was literally one of the best feelings seeing waking up and 11K payout. I was like, that's insane.
Dude, that is insane. Like an hour, like I randomly checked my email and they just sent it like 20
Yeah.
minutes before. And I checked it at the perfect time and I was blown away. Because for a second I was like, oh, dude, I think it's gone. Like I have no clue, especially because I lost the receipt and I
Yeah.
thought it was gone. And I was like, there's no way. I was like, And then I check it. Boom. Like,
Boom!
that's
They
crazy.
FBA shipment again. I'm super happy I was able to help. What did you finish the month at for December?
20.
20.
Yep.
If you guys want to join the team, Two Nice Profits, this is the best community out there. This is what we
It's the
do.
best. It's
What
the
do you
best.
got?
Sign up.
All right, guys, we're here with my guy, Jarik, over here. Jarik, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and what were you able to do with your Amazon business?
Hey guys, I'm Jerick. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I currently work at Mercedes-Benz of Lafayette. I'm a salesman. I work like 12 to 18 hours a day. And in like 1 month, I was able to run up 10.5K.
10.5K. And how long have you been selling on Amazon again?
Today make it 1 month, 6 days. Yeah.
1 month and 6 days.
Yeah.
And before you went through any online business or anything like that, have you ever looked at any single other business models or like drop shipping, trading, any of that?
Nah, it's always been just Amazon because before I actually got the course, I used to follow you. Like I follow you. I used to see like all the ads and stuff. I mean, like anybody else, I was skeptical. I mean, man, what if this is a scam? Whatnot?
What is online business? What is this?
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest, when people don't have knowledge of what's going on, they're gonna assume anything. And really just take one day that my manager pissed me off and I just come and I was like, hey man, I called Mikhail and I was like, man, just take the money right now. I don't care, just take it, let's do it.
Yo, Jerry, because that story is like the funniest story. Wait, so Jerry, what motivated you to start Amazon?
I mean, it's really just one day we had a new manager came in to work. And well, I'm the top sales guy at the dealership, so I usually get a little leeway. And he come in and he was trying to put a strong arm and he pissed me off. So I just called Mikhail. I was like, hey man, let's take the money right now. And he was surprised because it was a call out of the blue. It was just like a random call, random night. I just called, man, take the money right now. And since then, I mean, it's been working out.
And kind of tell me a bit about your journey, right? You got started. When did you get started, right? How was the learning curve? How was learning starting out?
I mean, I got started and I didn't kick off one time because I was trying to do my own thing. And I was trying to balance like working 13 hours at a dealership and doing it. And I think the main problem I run into at the beginning was that it wasn't really a learning curve. It's just that I was trying to do it without following the guideline you guys have,
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking like, I could have finessed it and stuff. But when I actually decided to follow the guidelines, it just went up.
And when you mean went up, how did those results kind of look for you?
Nah, I mean, it's hitting like right now, 6 days in December, I'm already up 5K. That's an example.
So in the first 6 days of December, first 6 days, you're up, well, how much?
I'm up 5K for 6 days.
Can you share your screen? Can you show us the Amazon? Can you show us the Amazon? Oh my God. So for somebody that doesn't know what the Amazon business is, what are you basically doing on the day-to-day end?
Well, I mean, on a day-to-day, for me, it's a bit different, Well, for me, I spend like 4 hours, 5 hours max. And I operate more in the night because when I get off of work, I go to the gym and I would legit like source a couple of products and I did make some friends in the Discord, shout out None. That's my guy for sure.
Yeah. Tell us about the network. How has the network kind of been?
No, man, I honestly think you guys did a fantastic job in setting it up, to be honest, because at the beginning, so I was like, man, ain't no way these guys have all that time to set up one-on-one calls and whatnot. But when I got in, it's like everyone like on the same page, everyone pushing, trying to maximize profits and stuff, man. It's fantastic. I'm excited. I like it. I'm enjoying every bit of it, man. And I think you guys have a long way to go with your business, man. I wish you all
Yes,
the best.
sir. And kind of tell us a bit about, like, a lot of people, once you pay for some information, once you pay for mentorship from somebody, a lot of people will just like, I got the payment, I'm good. I don't have to teach this guy. Kind of tell us about your experience with that. Kind of tell us about
Hey, I don't know if I want to say, 'cause I feel like Adam gonna kill me, but at the beginning, man, I thought Adam was annoying because he always asked me, man, how it's going? What you doing? You're not on the court. What's going on? So I was like, man, I already pay you guys. Like, why you worry about me? There are like so many guys in that Discord, and that's because like I was just trying to focus on the dealership, But it's like you always holding me accountable to get the work done, I reach a certain point in time where I run out of excuses. So I was like, all right, let me just get over.
So that's the biggest thing, right? It's having people that actually care about your actual development as a business owner. See a lot of people, right? They get paid and they're like, oh, okay, the client, that's on him, right? But I feel like one thing we kind of do to try to differentiate ourselves is if someone put their hard-earned money into us, we're going to hold them accountable. We're going to help them with the community. We're going to give them the systems. We're going to make sure they join the calls. They have to give us a good excuse on why they shouldn't join the calls, because at the end of the day, you made a commitment to us, right? And I'm going to make a commitment to you.
No, definitely. I think you guys did a really good job. Even right now with me getting my ASINs and guys still checking back. Back is very good too. Back clears up and back responses is like, yeah, like he's like, I could ask back someone like a minute, 2 minutes, I already get back a response, So I mean, I really appreciate what you guys doing, and I'm just excited in scaling and see where this thing go, I mean. And for like people, I would tell them like, don't be scared of pay to learn, like paying to learn ain't nothing, because you're gonna make back that money once you actually follow the guidelines that you guys have,
And do you want to kind of give, like, I see a lot of people have this kind of limiting belief. They get a little scared. They're like, I'm working a full-time job. I'm working 9 to 5. I'm working 8 hours out of my day. I don't think I have time to build a business. Kind of give them some more perspective on, how many hours you're actually working and how you manage, your business, plus your family, plus everything that you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, man, that's like, even right now, I still can't believe I'm doing it. Like, I'm looking at all these packages here and I'm like, damn. Like when I started, I was like, damn, this is a lot, but when you follow the guidelines, it's a bit easier. And like, if I could work, if you know about a dealership, bro, man, a dealership and being a sales guy at a dealership, that ain't no walk in the park, bro. That's like, you putting out fires every day. You're dealing with pressure every day. You have pressure on you. So I feel like if I can do it, I would advise people just start. And the thing is, like, why I tell people just start is because I wanted to be like, let me get some more information on it, then start. But
yeah,
and when my process, I realized when you start, it's better just figure it out along the way, and it's actually a lot easier, I would say, for me, because you'll actually have the step by step on what to do, So for me, relating back to the walk, like even right now with me still doing it, if I'm confused, I'll go back to the walk, So it's like, if you follow the guidelines, the blueprint that you guys lay out, I'm gonna think, because at the beginning, I ain't gonna lie to say, man, I was skeptical because I used to be like, man, these kids, man, these guys younger than me.
Yeah, it's like, what does this 20-year-old know about teaching me how to make money? What?
No, for real. And it actually helped me change my mindset too on how I view stuff. Not because someone younger than you mean like, you can learn something from them, Because like, even in the Discord, I'm friends with Andres. He's all the way in India. I never met this guy, Rafiq Dunn.
How old is Rafiq? Rafiq is 16.
Rafiq is 16. Yeah, like, what am I doing on a late night source with a 16-year-old? But, so it's like, you gotta shout out these guys same way, because I mean, I think that's the power of the Discord. And even for you guys, like, I still don't think you all understand what you all got there, because it's like, you could send your achievements and everyone is just supporting, maximizing.
Tell us a bit about how, like, the wins chats, the shipment chats, how did that kind of inspires you? You know the video I'm talking about, the video where it's like you put in the music Mercedes?
Yeah.
Yo, Jahreek, that was the funniest video ever. Like, genuinely.
I was feeling myself there, man. I was feeling myself, I mean, it was a good feeling, but I had to put it in there, because definitely, I mean, what made me did that, I saw you had a guy that actually bought his dream car in the wind shot. So I was like,
Yeah.
man, I might as well just drop the Benz in there, you know.
Jahreek, I need that twice a week. I need it twice. Guys, I need you guys to work harder. I'm so serious.
Nah, definitely, yeah, man. I be enjoying it, man. And I think what really make it like me, I just feed a lot off of people energy too, especially when they're pumping on. Like when you see guys like Don around 30 racks in his 30 month, in his third month, you understand? 3 months in, you made 30,000.
So repeat that for the viewers.
Yeah, Don legit made 30,000 in 3 months. Like when I saw that,
$30,000 in a single month in 3 months of starting Amazon.
when I saw that, I was like, man, nah, I gotta be on my shit, you know. So I mean, definitely. I mean, Don is, and that's my guy too, you know. Like, and it's just the power of the Discord, you know. What you guys create, me having him as a friend now. We be late night sourcing, talking, thinking what we think about this product, that product, you know. And I mean, it's just that community, you know.
And how have the kind of one-on-one calls, like learning from somebody actually one-on-one, how does that kind of help you?
I mean, that's helped me for sure. And that was something I was skeptical about, even after when I joined and I paid you guys. And I was seeing, man, how many guys in that Discord? I was like, man, ain't no way these guys taking one-on-one calls, you know. And I mean, to be honest, you guys have everything you all told me, you all have come through with it. So I gotta take my hats off and let people know.
Everything we did plus more, because we're still adding stuff.
So you guys still, like, I could set up a call, Adam would answer, back answer, you answer. So I've never had a problem, you know. And I'm a really straight shooter. Like, if it was a problem, you couldn't get me on this call. And I'm gonna tell people straight up, if that was a situation, there's no way I'm taking my time to be on this call.
That is hilarious. So kind of tell us, like, the viewer, right? Let's just say somebody who's been looking at Amazon for a while. He's been looking at Amazon for a couple of months now. He said, I'm going to start in the new year. I'm going to start whenever, right? What would you kind of tell them? What kind of motivation would you give to them?
I would tell them they're making a mistake by starting for the new year. Because right now, you could start right now and run it up. So that's a mistake one time. I would tell you, man, just start. Just start. Like right now, even my manager pissing me off. I think that was one of the best things that happened that day, because I just paid you guys all that anger, and now I made back that money times 5, 6 times already in my first month, you know. So it's like, I would tell them, just start, man. Just get started. Because one thing doing this made me realize is how important time is. You know, time, don't play with time, man. I'm telling you, time is like, even when I run out of inventory, I'll be like running here, running there, trying to clear off the shelves in the stores and all over the city, trying to clear it out until my inventory, my shipment reach, you know. So with time, that's money. On Amazon, time is money for sure, for sure.
If like people don't realize how valuable time is until they start something, until they have something that they're working for every single day, and they have the biggest issue I see is that when people don't start and they procrastinate and they say, I'm going to look into something, there's not enough commitment there to actually value their time. It's not, okay, I have 2 to 3 hours. I'm going to put this and build this every single day. It's like, I'm going to look into this. I'm going to watch a couple of videos like these and never start. Right. The only thing that kind of separates, you know, Jahreek, Don, Rafiq, all of you guys, and, you know, maybe the viewer that has been watching these videos, binge watching these videos for all of 2025 is going to be watching for 2026, is you guys decided to actually kind of take action.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the number in anything you do, man. Just take action and go forward and follow the blueprint. Because like with me, I'm gonna be honest with you, I always think like I could figure out my way to do it. Man, if you just follow what them guys put in the Discord and the work, you're gonna make the money. That's all I have to say, man. If you
So what would you say to somebody who's like, you know, like trying to get all the information from like YouTube videos and everything? He's gonna figure it out. What do you think?
I don't think they would be able to reach their full potential doing that, because even in the work, when you go through the chats, you see questions that other people asking and stuff. That community, that's powerful, man. And me at 28 years old, it is you guys really made me realize that, because I'm a type of man, I'm a solo hustler. I don't want to mess with people, whatnot. But being in that community, you've seen like, oh, a guy might ask a question you've been thinking about and you get an answer right there, you know. So I would tell them, man, just pay to learn, man. Ain't nothing wrong with paying to learn. That's a investment that definitely gonna pay off if you follow the blueprint. And I keep stressing on following the blueprint, because in my first week and stuff, I was trying to do my own thing. And then I eventually just start following the blueprint all the way up. All the way up, man. I'm telling you, all the way up, man.
But yeah, Jahreek. So we have these 10K per month interviews. We have 30K per month interviews. And we have 100K per month interviews. When are we going to be seeing you for your 30K per month interview?
Man, hey, I want to keep my fingers crossed and say at the end of December, but work's sending me away for 2 weeks, so I don't know. I'm
Worse,
trying
what are
to,
you gonna do about that work? Work sending you away?
man, I'm trying to get them to send someone else. But I think let's say by the end of January, man, because I'm planning to kind of run it out of storage unit. Right now, it's in my house, as you can see.
Let's see. Oh wow.
Yeah, you know, it's
That's
all in
that's a
my
day,
house.
that's 1 day of shipments.
Yeah, you know, it's all in my house right now, and it making me feel like I need to buy a truck, you know. So
Yeah. You gotta take multiple?
yeah, so I mean, definitely. Like I think let's say by the end of January, man, I'm gonna put some pressure on myself, you know, and try to run it up, you know.
Let's do
Input
it,
every
brother.
day, you know, follow it every day, and I'm gonna try to get it done, you know.
Let's do it, brother. Let's get after it. So any other questions for the view? Any other, things you need to say for the viewers?
Just start. Start, I'm telling you.
Yo, Jerry, everybody has said that in their videos. Just
Man,
start.
just start. I'm telling you. I used to, man, no lie, I used to be watching your videos a long time. And if that day he didn't, if I went to work that day and I had a good day with my manager, I probably would have never started.
It never
So I'm
started.
telling you, just start and you have the guys on the blueprint right there to follow it. Just pay the money and start. Don't even think about it. Like when I paid out of anger. And that's the best thing that ever happened to me out of anger. So, so you know, man, just start. I'm telling you, just start. I'm gonna be
Yes,
honest,
sir.
just start. You know, just start and get with it. Follow the blueprint, and you'll be fine. You know, you'll be fine.
Easy money. We'll see you for the 30K per month interview, all right?
Yeah, like fingers crossed, man. End of January, I'm gonna put in some inputs
Let's do it. Inputs. That's all we can control. We can't control outputs.
for sure. Inputs, man, for sure. And man, me being a guy older than you guys, bro. I just want to say I respect you guys, so you guys create, man, and I wish you guys the best with it. And all my people that be hitting me up, put me on, I just be sending them my Instagram. So, you know, hey, this is the guy here. I'm a good learner, I'm a poor teacher, but he's a good teacher. So check him out.
Appreciate you so much, brother. Seriously. That's pretty much all we have. Any other things?
Nah, thank you, man. I'm gonna see you on a meeting call.
Yes, sir, brother. Have a good rest of your night.
You too, brother. Take care.
All right, guys, it's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys want to work with us one-on-one to see how we could start or scale your business to get results like Jahreek, Donald, and all the people in our mentorship, hit the link in my bio to book a one-on-one demo call to see how we could start and scale your business. Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing an interview with one of my mentees, Jean, right here. She's absolutely crushing it right now, and I already did introductory, so let's get straight to it. So, Jean, the first question is, can you just introduce yourself and give the viewers just a little information about yourself and how you got into Amazon?
So my name is Jean. I got into Amazon by looking on TikTok, like YouTube and stuff, like videos. And also like people would send me videos. And over the summer, I just wanted to make like extra money. I started it by myself. And then I found Faraj on Instagram and I started to like look at his videos. At first I was like hesitating on like should I even join, because
Yeah.
like during the summer I was crushing it, but I knew that I needed more information in order to like
You had
scale
like,
higher.
would you say you had like lots of pieces of information, but you didn't have the whole picture of it?
Yeah, and then
Mhm.
like being able to ask someone else questions, like with the knowledge behind it is also beneficial.
What made you choose Amazon over like, drop shipping? There's all those business models out there you see on Instagram and everything. What was so attractive about Amazon?
Honestly, Amazon was just like the most promising, like looking, I guess. My
Like-
best friend would always send me videos.
So what made you actually like take that jump? Because there's a lot of people that are probably watching this video, they see reels and everything, but they don't ever take that jump. So what gave you that motivation to actually start and take that jump?
I think wanting like to have money, but also having drive to try something else.
Just
Some
taking
people
that
want to start stuff, but like they are hesitant, but you don't know until you actually do it.
John, did you have any prior experience in like e-commerce or anything or any online business?
No.
So did you feel like the learning curve for Amazon was going to be tough or something like that?
I feel like when you don't know anything, I guess it'll be tough, but once you learn and stuff. But honestly, like the videos I watch, like the clips, the 30-second clips, they look like pretty easy. Like anybody can do it.
Yeah. You'd be surprised like how many sauce is on the internet, like how much value I put in the reels, the stories, the YouTube. Like the information is out there. You just have to go and actually take action, right? A lot of people get to the point where they consume everything, but they just don't take action. So that's something that just really separated you, right?
Mhm.
What were some of the biggest challenges you faced when you were first starting out? I'm talking like in the summertime.
Honestly, I feel like finding the right products, I feel like that was the biggest issue. I feel like that's everyone.
Yeah, that is everybody's. So were you doing retail arbitrage or online arbitrage? For the viewers who don't know, retail arbitrage is where you guys go into the stores and scan products and source products that way. Online arbitrage, you're doing the same thing, it's just you're doing it on the computer. Just two different methods of finding profitable products.
Yeah, so retail arbitrage. I didn't learn about like online arbitrage until I joined the internship with you.
And we're about to crush that this year because retail arbitrage is good for 10, 20, 30K months and everything. But if we were just as we were talking like literally 5 hours ago on our one-on-one call, to scale to that, 50, 60, 70K months, you're gonna have to learn how to do online arbitrage. Because as you were saying, you were burnt out from, going to the stores and everything. You're doing a great job. Let's talk about December, your first real month working with us. What did you do numbers wise?
And so I'm at 13K now.
Oh yeah, so we got 2
Today.
days left. We got 2 days.
Yeah.
So 13K. And when did you start like working with me?
I joined like the call maybe on November 29th, but I didn't really start until December 1st.
And what was your November like?
No, November I had like maybe $100 in sales. I really wasn't doing.
So what do you think, that switch, that jump from November and December, what was the difference?
Definitely like knowledge I learned, I wanted to start like grinding more. I had drive, I had like help, so that was definitely like a big switch. Obviously, like the numbers wise, the profit wise, everything, sales. But honestly, like all the videos, when the first time we got on the call, you told me you wanted me to go through the book. That helped
Full guide.
like
Do you
a
think
lot.
that the resource that like the full guide, I mean, we give that to everybody, but do you think that really helped you?
Honestly, it did. Like, even though I knew like some stuff and like some of the stuff was like, repetitive to what I like already knew,
Yeah.
it honestly like helped like to have a refresher, know that I'm actually know the right information.
And it just like put it all together, right? Because I feel like a lot of people, big issues, a lot of people have like some piece of information over here, but they don't know like a simple like how to return something, how to deal with returns, how to deal with refunds. So that really just put everything together for you, right? 13K month December in your first real month actually grinding Amazon, right?
Right.
So what is some advice you'd give to like a viewer, somebody that's on the fence? What is some advice you give to them if for somebody that doesn't know anything about Amazon, that wants to start online making money, that they've seen all the reels, they've seen everything, but they just haven't taken that jump?
The best advice is to like invest in yourself. Like, don't
Mhm.
hesitate, don't wait. Like, you can invest in mentorships, like honestly, you just have to like have drive for it.
Yeah,
You can
because
start at stores, anything.
one thing I noticed is that even people that join the mentorship the same time as you,
Mhm.
they haven't seen the same results, right? A lot of people, once they get the knowledge, like the thing that separated you and why you went from, what did you do what did you do in November? Like $1,000 in that month or like 500?
Yeah, like 500.
The reason you were
Less than
able to
that.
go from like 500 to 13K December, I mean, that's an insane jump. It's just you took the systems and steps that we gave you and you just applied it every single day. You asked a lot of questions and that's all and you showed up every single day.
Right.
That's the thing that separated you because there's people that joined in November that are still struggling, to get their first sale. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You could have the most knowledge in the world. If you don't take action, you're not going to see success. And that's something I 100% seen with you. And that's why I'm super excited for 2025. As your year is coming down, you had an amazing December. What are your plans for 2025 for Q1? What are some steps you're going to take to scale your business?
So definitely like with my profit I made from Amazon, I'm not just gonna blow it. Obviously, I'm gonna like reinvest it, to get more money you have, the more products you can get, the more sales you can get. So
100%.
obviously that's like something important. The more sales, the more money, the more profit. And then you can start like, not blowing your money, but having fun with it.
Actually, you're gonna have to with Amazon, you're gonna have to have a couple of to scale like really fast. You're gonna have to have like a couple months where all you're doing is you're getting your money back and you're putting it right back in. That will give you the freedom to month 6, month 7, month 8. You're gonna have that cushion to actually spend that money on things. But a lot of people aren't willing to reinvest their profits, so that's why they're not growing as fast as, someone like you that could go from 500 to 13K. That's literally insane. I remember we had a conversation on January, February that we're gonna start doing online arbitrage, and we had a couple of mentee calls where we're doing live sourcing. So how are you gonna attack that in 2025?
Honestly, I'm gonna start looking online more instead of like, going into stores as much. I mean, I'm still gonna do that, of course,
Still gonna do
but
that, right? That's
online, I'm gonna just like start looking more because
Just building.
sometimes, I don't even look online. I just go to stores.
Building that skill is going to be like super important. Obviously, we have so many resources for that, and I'm so happy you're taking that jump. And I'm super excited, to be honest, because at the end of the day, you can only go so far with RA. You can only do like 20, 30K. That's not the standard anymore, right? 2025, we want to be doing 40, 50, 60. And with online arbitrage, leveraging credit, getting VAs, that's something we're gonna be talking about very soon. But that all
I do
comes.
plan on getting one.
You want to tell the viewers why you want to get a VA or something?
If you see like big companies, you don't really see them like,
Mhm.
working. They hire other people to help them because, not one person can do everything on their own. A VA would be like really
Delegated.
helpful.
We just had that conversation on a one-on-one call, like what, 5 hours ago?
Yeah.
I was telling you how I have two VAs doing product research for me. I have the prep center where I send them my stuff. So really, because I told you that's the end goal, right? Where you have a
Right.
business, but you're not working a job in your business. All you're doing is managing everything and just putting your credit card in for the products, right? That's the point we want to get to. Obviously, the more you reinvest your profits, I mean, you're doing great right now. We just have to keep showing up every day. 2025 is going to be crazy. How much did you initially invest into Amazon FBA when you were first starting out?
I think 500.
$500, and then kept like you were buying products, you were getting that return, and then you kept getting that investment back, and then that's what you did, right?
Yep.
So how did you find your first winning product?
I didn't find my first winning product until like 3 weeks later. I was going to stores, almost every day, like just scanning products, listing them just to see if they would like sell. They weren't selling, just being consistent, honestly, like just kept trying and trying and trying until I found my product.
A lot of people aren't willing to, do that, right? Being able to keep showing up, keep working, and not seeing success, right? Because a lot like 3 weeks without finding a product, I know a lot of people that go like 1 week, 2 weeks, and then they just give up. So that really just shows why you're in the position that you're in, right? Because you have that dedication, you have that drive. Yeah.
So my first sale, I was like around my house just like scanning products. And I scanned this Febreze and I did FBM.
Okay.
And I listed the Febreze for like $1.99. I ended up having to pay like shipping, so like I lost out on that.
Oh,
My
but
shipping was like $6 and then Amazon took their fees. So like
But you realize that it was like real at this point. Like, damn, like I made my
yeah,
first.
like now I made my first sale. Like let me go harder. Like I
Let
have
me
to
go
find
harder.
something.
That's all you needed.
Like people actually are like, buying stuff off of Amazon. It's not
Yeah.
fake.
I know exactly what you're talking about. What are 3 tips that you would give, a viewer right now that wants to start out? Because 0 to 13K, I know I'm saying this a lot, but 0 to 13K first month is ridiculous. So, you have
Yeah.
the authority where you could give advice. What are some 3 tips that you would give to somebody that's getting interested in Amazon?
My first tip would be like, don't give up. Like if you don't see any results right now, like you just have to keep working for it. My second tip would be to like block out like everyone else's like success that you see on Instagram, YouTube and stuff. And everyone has to start somewhere. Before they got big, they were, just in the same position as you. My third tip would be to like use all the resources that you have, all the free YouTube videos, Instagram Reels, even though they're 30 seconds, like use that knowledge and apply it to like Amazon.
You'd be surprised how much value I drop on the YouTube channel. And then the same people that aren't watching the YouTube videos are in my DMs asking those questions. It's ridiculous. That's why I made the YouTube video. How long did it take before you saw consistent profits?
So I think consistent profit was like that 3-week mark. Like I found that one product and I sold like 200 units.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
And then a lot of viewers don't really know that it only takes one winning product to change your whole month, right?
Literally.
I remember me personally, like I found this one product in like November. It was like a little toy. It was a new listing. I was the first person. It was like I was with 5 different people and the sales were just climbing. And I was buy box like 80% of the time. I think I did like just that one product, I did like 8K in sales in like 2 to 3 weeks. So just guys, one product could change the trajectory of everything, right? So really
No, my
emphasizing
Christmas
that.
product, I did 8K with just that product for December month.
Just that product. So I really just want to show you guys the power of Amazon, because Amazon is the biggest platform in the world. If you find that one winning product, it could change everything for you. It could open so many doors for you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Super excited, for the future. Appreciate you, John. All right. So we're with my current mentee, Ethan, right now. He's absolutely crushing right now. We're going to be doing a student interview. We're going to be asking him a couple questions about his Amazon journey. He's done over 10K in his second month selling on Amazon. He's absolutely killing it right now. He's working on scaling right now. Super excited. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Ethan, you want to just introduce yourself? Tell us a bit about yourself.
What's up, guys? I'm 22. I live in Georgia in the South. I'm a student, full-time student, and I'm an athlete. Been with Faraj in communication for 3 months, 4 months at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe almost 5 months.
Yeah.
And it's been a great experience so far, honestly.
Yes, sir. So the first question we're going to get is, what made you decide to start selling on Amazon, and how did you get started? Because there's so many business models out there, especially now. Trading, drop shipping, freelance brand scaling, all those business models. What made you, kind of choose Amazon FBA?
I think when you hear Amazon, you get a sense of familiarity, right? So when I hear about Amazon, I hear legitimate, I hear valid, right? Because I know that this is a business that it has been proven itself over, 2 decades, and it's an unbelievable corporation. So I thought, why waste my time with doing these other niche things when I could try to, attack something that really is a big corporation and join with them,
You knew that everyone was selling on Amazon, like Amazon, right? 70% of the actual all sales that are done on Amazon are made by third-party sellers like me, you, and those other people. And you've kind of seen that as an opportunity, right? So second thing I kind of want to ask you is, when did you have kind of the proof of concept of okay, was it your first sale? Was it your first 10K a month? Well, it's real. This is, I could actually scale this.
I think for me, when a couple of different times. So the first time I would say was when I had within my first couple of days of making my first sale,
Yeah.
I had a $300-$400 day.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And I'm like, oh wow, this sales are gonna come no matter what, right? As long as you know that you're buying the right products.
Yeah.
And because of the mentorship, I knew that basically I don't want to say, knock on wood, I can't fail, but once you understand the charts and the data, you won't fail. These products are gonna get bought, and you're not gonna waste your money, and you're gonna get a community. So having that, couple $100 day was a great feeling. The second time was doing my first FBA shipment. So originally starting FBM, right?
Yeah.
And so then doing FBA, starting that was definitely a little bit of a learning curve, but you gave me all the resources I needed to do it within a day, right? So I'm thinking about doing FBA because I need more time, and I'm like, all right. And then I'm able to get my shipment out that night. And then whenever that first item was bought that I had sent FBA, I'm like, holy cow, I just got paid and I didn't have to pack this
you see the vision, you see the long-term vision, okay, if I sent 20, maybe 30 products out there, then I don't have to be doing anything because Amazon's handling fulfillment, shipping, customer service, literally everything. So you kind of see that long-term vision right now, right?
100%. And that to me was proof that I can do this anywhere. And I'm getting a degree, still was on the track, right? I'm still on the track to, get a corporate job, whatever, in business, finance, whatever you want. But this can be scaled, and that's what's exciting, right? So it's really just how much work you put into it. I can tell if I put a lot of work in, the results will follow. So it's that simple.
So kind of tell me, you said it was scalable. Tell me some of the steps that you're kind of actively taking right now that we've talked about to kind of get you to that next level. Because you already hit your first 10K a month. Now it's what's next for you right now?
For me, what I have in the works is I am, and I don't want to, reveal too much about what I do, right? But so just got my second credit card, which was a crazy experience, right? Hadn't applied for a credit card before on my own.
Yeah.
And then did it on my own. was insane to receive it in the mail, right? Like
Yeah.
download the app, be able to pay it off in seconds with the app. Like all these like learning curves that you
Yeah.
associate with like adulthood is
Yes.
is is
Yes.
crazy. And
100. You want to keep going?
for
Yeah.
yeah, for me to be doing this right now at 22, like, and there's lots of kids that are even starting that are 17, 18, like that's such a good skill to have, regardless of if you continue this as your main source of income or not. It's such a good skill to have. So just being uncomfortable,
Uh,
putting myself walking up to the going to the bank and saying I want to apply for a credit card is one of the hardest things to even do in the first place. Like
yeah.
taking that step,
hmm
literally just walking in and making yourself uncomfortable, not knowing anything about anything, and just be willing to get uncomfortable
So
changes everything, right?
I kind of want to backpack on that statement you said right now. I completely agree with that. You learn so much real life skills from doing Amazon. I'm talking getting credit cards. I'm talking sales when you're reaching out to distributors and wholesalers to open up accounts, sourcing online. You realize that, because when you're starting up online arbitrage, it's a learning curve, right? And there's two choices that you could pick. You could either quit or you could either, push through it. Understand that, it's going to take a tough time. And if it was easy, literally everyone would be doing it, right? You're learning ways to kind of use softwares. You're learning how to use repricers. I mean, you're learning how to hire people. Let's talk about that next. But you're learning how to
Yeah.
hire people with virtual assistants and everything. And I'm just like, I like the person that I was a year and a half ago before I started Amazon. It's like it's night and day. Like there's just so much skills. There's so many people I met. There's so much confidence I have. So even if let's just say Amazon, which is not gonna happen, let's just say we both quit Amazon, right? In like 6 months or a year, whatever. The skills that we've learned and the experiences that we've had, it's 100% worth it, right? I don't see a lot of people really talking about that, to be honest, too. I don't see a lot of people talking about that.
Dude, I agree. I think,
Mm,
and I had this realization actually within like my first couple of weeks.
mm,
So I was doing a lot of RA,
mm,
and this means I'm checking out at, tens and tens of different cash registers across
yeah.
Georgia, right?
Mm,
And this is forcing interaction between me and strangers.
yeah.
I'm looking at myself in the mirror a month in, I'm like, holy cow, like my confidence, willingness to speak to strangers has increased. Not that it was lacking before, but just willingness to put myself out there because
Mm,
I have a goal and this is what
yeah.
has to happen for me to want to reach that goal. So it has to get
Mm,
done at the end of the day. And
mm,
just noticing like my comfortableness um with more people, like just new people, like knowing that like it just has to get done because
mm,
I want to achieve that sale or that this purchase, blah blah blah. Like it's
mm.
definitely sharpening my skills just as like a social person, as a businessman, right? Like I'm getting a business degree. Like this is the best thing I could do for my
What
degree.
what did you learn more about business? The business degree or actually running an Amazon business? Please
Yeah,
tell me.
no,
Please tell
dude.
me.
I mean, listen, I've only been doing this for what, 2 months, right?
Yeah.
And the skills that I'm learning right now, like I could not. I mean, I'm not getting taught how to hire an assistant in class. Are you joking?
Yeah.
I mean, now I might be learning some spreadsheet skills like
Yeah.
Excel and learning marketing and
Mm,
business management and whatnot, but I'm not actually applying it, right? And I'm
mm.
not applying it for my own gain. So yes, maybe we have an assignment for
Yeah.
me to get what, like an A on an assignment, but nah, I can actually get money in my pocket. Like that's so much more incentivizing than an A on an assignment. So like can't be taught better, bro.
And for me, just starting this business, like this, we're not even talking like anything else. Just starting this business, it's giving me something to look forward to every single day. Like I look at my peers and everybody, like I wouldn't be excited to wake up every single day if I'm going else to make somebody else rich, going to make, going to build somebody else's dreams, make them passive income, right? And this is the end goal, right? Even if like even if I was like working at like a Safeway or anything like that, like I'm making, let's just say $15 an hour, right? And it's not growing. If I decide to go into work and I'm like, I'm gonna give it my all today, I'm still making $15 an hour. If I decide to go into work and I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna do anything, I'm gonna hide in the bathroom and use my phone, right? I'm still getting paid $15 an hour, right? So this held you accountable. This holds you accountable that you need to literally put inputs in every single day, or else your business is not gonna grow, right? And you probably realize that, days when you're goofing off, you're with the family, you're chilling though, you're chilling, sales probably go down, right? So really understanding that showing up every single day is the highest leverage thing you could be doing. But the next question I want to get into is what are kind of some of the issues that you face when you're first starting out?
Um, I would say honestly, bro, as a college student at my age right now, some of the
Mm,
biggest issues are like taking yourself away from your social environment and actually
Yeah,
putting the work in. Like honestly, bro, like I'm a big believer in like anybody can do anything.
yeah,
So if
100%.
like it's just difficult to remove yourself from your friends and grind. And so like
Yeah.
now now it'd be different if I had a group of friends that were kind of like-minded, right? That were
Mm-hmm.
like, let's all do this together. And I don't, which is fine. But that means I have to remove myself if I actually want to learn and put in the effort and
Mm-hmm.
time to like actually become successful. Like you can't really become, those 40K, 50K months, even more, right? If you're not a master at this business. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
you just have to master a skill to
Mm-hmm.
be the so those people you idol like those people that we idolize on social media, they've mastered a skill, right?
It's obsession. You have to be obsessed, literally.
Have
You
to
got to
be
wake up
obsessed.
every
So
single day, live. I remember when I was first starting out, like in the gym, instead of listening to music, I would listen to like those podcasts, like those business podcasts. Like I was obsessed because
yeah,
I wanted to kind of like break in. I kind of wanted to prove myself, and I would think, breathe Amazon. I would have dreams about Amazon. Like it was so serious. I don't have dreams
Mhm.
about Amazon anymore, but it was like I was really all in, invested every single day. It was like, how can I get better? And I was like, everything was self-improvement. Everything was just kind of inputs in, inputs in. Okay, if I go to the gym every single day, if I do my homework, that's increasing my discipline. That discipline is going to carry over to business. Like that's all I was thinking, right? So I 100% agree, right? It's going to be tough at the start, but you're going to have to face options, right? It's like, okay, I could go hang out with my friends right now. They're probably not going to do anything, or I could spend 2 hours, putting in inputs in for my business, right? And that stuff's going to compound. That's why I made two nice profits, right? Just having a group of like-minded people around, having the calls, having the VC. That's why I try to hop in VC, because VC is like you're sourcing with the group, right? It's not, maybe you're not even sourcing the same products, but it's just like having someone there that's doing the same thing. It just helps, right? It just helps literally, and then maybe you go through something. Right, you're just in the VC. Have y'all ever seen an ASIN like this? Let me send the ASIN. I felt that to be beneficial. That is my most enjoyable time when I'm sourcing, right? Just sourcing with other people, other like-minded people that are hungry and that want to grow, right? So pretty much.
Definitely.
hmm So another question I have for you is, how has selling on Amazon just affected your kind of financial goals and life in general?
Well, for me, it's nice to, I'm in class, right? I get a notification on my phone this one of my items is bought. Right now,
Uh-huh.
that feeling is crazy. Now, when it's FBM, I'm thinking, well, damn, I gotta go put in some work when I get home, right? I got
Yeah.
10 orders, I gotta go spend some time when I get home,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But it's different. Like financially, I put everything's getting reinvested. I don't see the goal. I don't see the point in making this a short term monetary gain for me. I
A
see
hundred
that this
percent.
becomes whether it's like my main hustle or a side hustle, it needs to become, you know, a a solid amount of money coming in every month, and it needs to become more passive, which will happen once I scale, have assistants, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my goal. So like it's not gonna everything's gonna get reinvested until then. Every deposit that Amazon puts into my account, I'm spending on products. Everything.
100%. I really love that kind of like model you have right now. You're not putting too much pressure on yourself, like I'm gonna make this my full-time income or I'm gonna quit my job or I'm gonna drop out. Nothing like that, right? I see a lot of people on the internet, they say like, especially to the viewers right now, a lot of people on
Yeah.
the internet, they say like, oh, you gotta drop out, you gotta take that risk. But I mean, right, you're in school, right? You're in your last year senior, you're a senior, right? You're probably gonna have a job lined up, right? Just having Amazon is kind of like something that you're growing every single month. It isn't right now, but the next couple of months, the steps that we're taking together to help you scale, right? That could give you the kind of the freedom to like you go to the 95, you're like, I don't really like this. I'm just gonna go all in on Amazon. I know if I spend 8 hours on Amazon, I can make more and I can have more freedom. Right. That's just another option, right? As humans, we want options. Okay, this doesn't work out, I'm gonna do this, right? You never wanna just one thing and then you have no freedom, no nothing, right? So like a lot of people don't have that kind of luxury. Like a lot of people are going to go into their jobs, in the fall, and they're going to be like, "Damn, I really hate this. I really hate this." And you just having that option, I think it's going to benefit you a lot, right? Because you're just going to have that kind of confidence. It's like, okay, I really don't like this job. I'm just going to go all in, right? So last, another question that we have is, what advice would you give to someone, just starting out on Amazon?
I would say, um, basically just learn something every day. So for me, like, I know that some days, like, it can be really hard to spend hours sourcing
Mhm.
online, RA, whatever it is. Like, it can be difficult, like, just really tough. But if I'm not getting those hours in, then I'm learning something else. So I'm watching YouTube videos. Um, I don't know, just looking up different, because like we have a lot of resources in our Discord, right? So if I'm not, doing sourcing specifically, something I have to learn something else.
Uh,
I need to become better in something else no matter what. So it's going to be more
100%.
YouTube videos. It's going to be can I reprice some things on my storefront? Like anything that it is, it has to be just growing, getting
Hmm.
more knowledge, and watch more videos about wholesale, whatever it is. And I'm not even close to that, right? But at
Yeah.
least I'm making myself aware of what it is for when the time comes, I'll be ready.
Mhm. What are some of kind of like the resources that you were kind of talking about that have really helped you scaled? And you were like, man, if I didn't really have this, I'd be struggling a lot.
Um, I would say that one of the biggest things that I've used and noticed is just honestly our the tickets, right, in the group chat or in the
Yeah.
Discord that we are able to connect with you.
Hmm.
Luckily you're a great guy, so I have your phone number and we can just text, which is
Yeah.
lit. But
Yeah.
like being able to speak with you one on one, where you can give us quick advice, I think
Yeah.
that's the best thing out of all of it, right?
Hmm.
It's just a quick yes or no answer that it
Yeah.
saves you from learning yourself, which is a really good, it's a
100%.
good thing to do, but like it saves time, right? And that's the point of this
Time is
investment in the
money.
mentorship.
Time is money, right? And
100%.
really just sending keeper charts, literally ASINs, literally everything, right? And I'm just saying, it's like, I always tell the mentees, I'm like, if you have a question, I can't read your mind, right? You have to reach out. And I always tell people, and these onboarding calls and the new people that come on, I'm like, I show your ticket, I show Kara's ticket, I show the people that are crushing it right now. They're asking the most questions in the ticket. They're communicating with me the most. They're getting the most value out of me. But the people that don't end up doing that well, it's just, I speak to them every like what week and a half, they reach out and I'm like, sure, I'll help you, but I need this every single day. We need to be taking steps every single day. And that's one thing I emphasize. You probably see my stories. You probably see I emphasize this every single day. 1% better. You got to get 1% better towards your goal every single day. And that stuff is just going to compound, right?
Definitely, definitely. I would say that's another piece of advice, bro. Just don't be afraid to ask questions. I think
Mm.
that at first I'm like, oh, is this question dumb? Is he even gonna
No,
reach out back to me? Whatever.
no,
Bro,
no.
like it's not that. Like I'm pretty skeptical of people online in general, right? There's a lot of scams, there's a lot of like you don't know like if
Yeah,
anybody's just real, like right? Because this is an online presence. You have no idea if that
yeah.
person is genuine or not. But this is definitely a genuine experience. And so
Mm,
reaching out, like not being afraid, like to ask is huge, because that's a big barrier for some people, and definitely has
yeah,
been for me, like in my past. Like,
yeah,
oh, like do I sound dumb? Do I look stupid? Blah blah blah. Bro, you have
yeah.
to ask to learn.
I kind of get worried when I don't get a lot of questions at the start because I'm like, the learning curve is kind of tough getting started. So if you're not asking questions, that means you're not trying hard enough, right? So I'm
Definitely.
they're like, I'm sorry for spamming your phone. I'm like, you should be spamming my phone. It's an issue if you're not spamming my phone, right?
Yeah.
So last questions. What are some plans for the future? No, no, two more questions. What are your, kind of 3 month plans for the future to kind of scale your Amazon business?
So for me, summer's coming up, right? After I graduate at the end of April, beginning of May. This is when I'm usually an internship guy. In the summers, I get internships for my resume, always been preparing for my career. However, this summer, this is my internship. Like
Yes,
this is it.
sir.
So this is my like it's not a 9 to 5, bro. It's 24/7. Like I 100% believe that. And I wake up and it's going to be Amazon, like whatever it is. Like if I'm not traveling like several hours a day for RA sourcing, then I'm going to be meeting with my VA that I'll have at that point, seeing what we can do there, like
Hmm.
figuring like, and I mean, I can't imagine what I can do with unlimited time, right? Right now I have class, I have athletic obligations that
That's
I
about
have
to
to
get
meet.
scary.
100%, bro. I have athletic obligations I have to meet because I'm an athlete, like for a school, collegiate athlete. So like when those go away, like I can't imagine what I can be capable of, right? And so
Mhm.
those are my plans. Like I don't want to get too much into it, but like just the freedom of time will unleash, me to focus on this 24/7, and I'm very excited for it.
Yes, sir. Last question. If you were to, if you were to the viewer watching right now, he's really interested in Amazon. He wants to kind of invest into extra help. What would you kind of tell him to someone that's, he's half in, half out, he wants to make the decision, but he has a little bit of fear. What would you tell him to kind of take that jump?
I would say one of the best pieces of advice that one of the best pieces of advice that I've gotten is that you want to have as many revenue streams as possible, right? So
Mm,
it doesn't matter what it is. It can be anything. It really doesn't matter. But I think that you need to take steps if you have the capital, if you want to take the risk. Even if you don't
mm,
have the capital, there are ways around that, like no matter what.
100%.
But like if you have the free time to scroll and you have the free time to watch TV shows, bro, then you have the
Yep.
free time to make your life better in the future. Like this is what this is about. For me, it's about making my life better when I'm 28, when I'm 32. Like
Mm,
I'm gonna put the work in now because when my dad sends me struggle now, you'll be rewarded in the future. Like I
mm,
believe that 100%. And I've been lucky
100%.
enough to have that be taught to me. Not everybody is, but if you
Yeah.
struggle now, you will 100% benefit from it in the future, and you will be more relaxed at 30 than you were at 24. But you're going to be so thankful that are relaxed at 30 instead of working a shit job, feeling stressed, worrying about taking care of kids, a wife
Mm,
potentially. But you can still grind now and you're not going to miss out on fun, bro. You can have fun at 28, bro. Like
yeah.
I can't imagine if I'm grinding for the next 5 years, like I
You're gonna
don't
be able to
even
do whatever
know,
you, it's scary.
like
Like you're gonna be able to do whatever you want whenever you want. Like, literally
you can
having that
manifest this
freedom.
shit.
A
It's
hundred
so
percent.
real. It's so real. Like knowing something's going to happen in the future because I know that my work ethic is going to put me there. Like it's an unbelievable feeling.
That is a mindset that I preach to literally everyone, and I already know you're absolutely about to. It's just having that belief system. Literally, just believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, literally, and you're willing to show up every single day and put in the inputs, it's impossible not to get a big chunk of your goal. Literally, imagine like
100%.
that's exactly. I feel the exact same way. It's literally scary what we're gonna be doing in 5 years if we stay consistent every single day. It's gonna be
Bro, this is
scary.
it.
Like
I
it's
mean,
gonna be
e-commerce
scary.
is it. This
Yeah,
is
like
it, dude. Like I don't see I don't see how not working hard and showing up like it can be difficult, right? Like some people can be a lot of talk
yeah.
and not a lot of effort, right? So like
Hmm.
some people might know exactly what I'm saying. They can preach it, whatever, and then at the end of the day, they're not actually putting in the work.
Hmm.
And at least they know, right? But it's really about taking steps. Like it just has to be imperfect action, right? That's something
Hmm.
that you preach, right? In some of your original YouTube videos, it's
Hmm.
take imperfect action because at least you're taking action instead of not
Yeah.
doing anything at all. At least you're gonna learn from failing, and that's the best thing you can do from failure is just learn.
Guys, nobody had it all figured out. Like nobody had it all figured out at the start. All we did
Nah,
just we took imperfect action. We didn't wait for there's no such thing as a perfect opportunity, right? There's no
no
such
such
thing.
thing.
The perfect opportunity is when you wake up and understand that no one's coming to save you and that you just have to show up right now, take steps and take that jump, right? That's something I preach every single day to my brothers, my friends, True Nice Prophets, mentees, literally everyone. I hope if you were to take one piece of this whole interview on this video, take this, take what Ethan said. I promise you it's going to take you a long way. But Ethan, thank you so much for hopping on. Big things coming in the future. It's summer. It is about to get scary. It is about to get scary. We're
About
going
to
to
get
get you that
scary, bro.
virtual assistant's going to be hired,
100%.
30K months, 30K months on the way. Appreciate you so much, Ethan. And I'll see you.
Of course, brother. I appreciate it. Y'all have a
Yes,
good one.
sir. See you, brother.
So Sadiq, we're gonna go ahead and go into your story and everything. You have a crazy story that I'm excited to share with the viewers. So Sadiq, what are your kind of sales right now? What are you gonna do for this month of June right now? What are we projected to do?
Currently, we're sitting at 45 and hoping to hit at least 50 this June. Planning on bigger things July coming.
Prime Day and everything, it should be at least a 7K month. So now let's go ahead and just get into Sadiq's story. Sadiq has a very unique story as an Amazon seller. I mean, you want to just talk about how you got started. What did you know? Like, how did you get into Amazon? How did you figure out about Amazon? It's the first thing I want to ask.
It was late 2024, November, I'm guessing. I see my boy going crazy.
Yes.
I was like, yo, I know this guy and he be going crazy, but why can't I do it too? I've always just seen Amazon, FBA, FBM
For like since 2022, 2021?
Yeah, since COVID, for real. Didn't really understand how to get into it, how to start. What really made me want to do this was seeing somebody that also I know.
That kind of eliminated your limiting beliefs, right? Because we were just talking about this before we started recording and everything. Seeing somebody else do it, you kind of have like an ego. You're like, bro, this guy can do it. The guy that I used to play basketball with 2 to 3 years ago, like he's not that much smarter than me. He just took another risk than me. Like Sadiq, I understand where you're coming from. Like you see all these people making money online, everything. You don't think it's possible. But when you see someone that you actually know, it's like another level of motivation. Yeah. So do you feel like that was kind of a big motivator on why you got started?
Oh, for sure.
Right. There's business models out there. There's retail. There's retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, and wholesale. Right. What are you kind of cooking right now? What are you kind of doing right now?
I've been doing a lot of RA. Definitely want to look into OA a little more. Wholesaling is the big plan going to the fourth quarter for sure, because that's where the real money is made for sure.
I know a lot of people, kind of hate on RA and OA. I know you've been doing a little OA, sending out FBA shipments. We'd be kind of working on that. But you're doing about 45K per month just with retail arbitrage. So what do you have to say to the people that say retail arbitrage doesn't work in 2025?
Use me as proof, man. Like, if you put the effort and work into it, you can make anything work in this business.
So I know you haven't told the viewers this and they don't have kind of background information on this. I know you started Amazon, but then you kind of fell off. Like you had months where you didn't make any sales. So how did you go from that to, scaling your business so fast? Like what was kind of the switch? Remember the switch we were talking about? What was kind of the switch? And do you kind of want to elaborate on that for the viewer?
We fully started in November. Me and a couple of guys. It was me, 3 of my closest friends, and also my brother as well. From November to December, partial January, had no sales. And then something just clicked. I was like, yo, this is my future, I want to do something I want to be my own boss.
100%.
Took that step and haven't looked back since.
What was kind of the big motivator? I know you said January 1st, the new year, that was kind of a big motivator. And you just kind of took that momentum, you kind of kept going through, right? But what was kind of the biggest, how did you get over the learning curve? Like with ungating, with just the little issues that come with just getting over the learning curve with Amazon FBA?
Man, everything is inside the Discord. For the walk, every video is there, explains, will teach you how to do everything step by step. It's very, very useful. But for me personally, it was the fear of 9 to 5 right there.
Yeah.
Working, being a slave for somebody else, not my thing. So that definitely was the biggest motivator.
100%. Because what I see is like sometimes like people will get all the information, people invest into themselves, everything. But if you kind of don't have that drive, if you don't have that hunger, I mean, we can't really do anything. That's what I kind of tell people. It's like investing into yourself, starting the business, that's only halfway. Starting is halfway. It's pretty hard. But staying consistent, being intentional with every move that you make is very important. And that's where I see like a lot of people have that disconnect. So kind of tell me how like kind of your habits have changed once you started this business.
I would say my lifestyle shifted completely. I've been locked in not only with this business, but my going gym. It just made me a morning person, you know what I'm saying? I have to wake up at a certain time to be consistent and doing better every day, making every day better than the last. I can't do that by waking up at 3 p.m., scratching my ass, yeah.
With me also, having the vehicle with Amazon, I just wanted to improve my life with everything. Like kind of like just lifting, getting up in the morning, praying more. It just kind of motivated because one thing I'll tell you guys, and I think Sadiq did really well, is if you go into business, you wake up at like 12, 1 o'clock every single day, your habits are out of line, and you don't have any discipline, your business is going to reflect that. So 100%, when I was looking, to scale Too Nice Profits, scale my Amazon business, scale any big challenge that I'm taking, I've always changed my habits. I looked at my habits and I was like, I know what I need to do. I know the sacrifices I need to make. And I feel like that's something both of us have in common. And both of us have absolutely ran up a bag on Amazon. So what's kind of some advice that you have to somebody that's, he's been kind of looking to start, right? He's been looking to start. He hasn't taken that jump yet, right? Because I know you were in that position. You were looking into Amazon for like a couple of years now.
The best thing I ever did was setting mini goals each month, each week, even setting goals. That's the best thing and the biggest thing. Because if you don't set goals, you lose focus and you get confused in the process of winning.
And I kind of want to go ahead and share my screen for you guys over here. This is genuinely insane. We're going to look at our win chat over here, and I just want to show you guys Sadiq's growth. Guys, as you can see over here, we've been working longer than this, but even he was doing 3K weeks. This was the boxes that he was shipping out. So just staying really consistent every single day. He was in 4K weeks and 6K weeks. Then he was hitting new highs every single day, 1.3K. Then he was at 26 last 30 days, 7K week. So how did you kind of get this growth so fast? Like what kind of switch? And what advice would you give to somebody?
Gaining knowledge and asking questions. The best thing you can do is learning from somebody that knows more than you.
I remember we had a lot of one-on-ones. We had a lot of calls and everything, and you were going through these issues. And one thing that I love is I would give you some advice. I would give you some piece of information, and you would apply it the next day. Like you would move with speed, right? Number one thing, especially with my YouTube channel and everything, I drop so much value in everything, but if you guys don't actually apply the information, it's not really going to matter, right? So, Sadiq, I think that's a great trait that you have. What is some other traits that you think makes just a successful Amazon seller? Because I mean, you are a six-figure Amazon seller.
I feel like the biggest thing is having a different type of mindset than other people, because a lot of people in our age group party every single weekend, smoking, drinking, whatnot. You got to think different. You got to think about the future and
Just make sacrifices to
you actually get sacrifices for the present so you can
delay the gratification 100%, right? Like what I notice a lot is like people, right? Because with our mentees, with True Nice Profits, we have goals before every single month. And I reach out to them like, what are you willing to sacrifice this month, right? It's like if you want a cash flowing business that's making you the 5, 10, 15, 20K profit a month, but you're not willing to sacrifice why do you expect to earn more than 99% of the population if you're not willing to sacrifice, those weekends, because we're boxing up orders every single weekend. We're making buys. We're on calls with our virtual assistants. We're doing mentee calls. And we're putting hours into our business and we're delaying the gratification, right? And 100% agree with you, right? Sadiq, even with me, all the times where I've had big growth in my business, I've always made sacrifices, whether it's, not see a couple of friends that I know that, we just dopamine farm, we just go hang out with the boys. Just there's a place and time for that. But when you're trying to make like a jump or a plus into your business, I don't think it's the best thing to do. So Sadiq, the next question I kind of want to ask you is how has having, just a True Nice Profits, right? The mentorship group, the network of people of like-minded individuals, right? Because you've told me that you have to cut people off that aren't like-minded. They don't have the same goals as you. How has having True Nice Profits, just a community, helped you as an Amazon seller and as a person?
I feel like the community has been amazing. It's pushed me definitely harder than ever. And I feel like the people in the community itself are great people. They want to win. I be seeing the win shots, the shipment shots. It just makes me personally just want to go harder. I be seeing all these type of shipments. I'm like, yo, I got up my game.
On those days where you're feeling like, well, you don't have that much motivation. It's like a guy that joined True Nice Profits a month ago and he's doing a couple more sales than he. It's like, what are we doing? But yeah, 100%, right? So let's kind of talk like future, right? We already know we're getting you a virtual assistant right now. We're learning away. We're setting out a couple of FBA boxes every single day. How are we going to kind of scale to those, 70, 80, 100K months with, wholesale and online? What is the future plan?
First step is definitely the virtual assistant for sure. That's going to be a big step because having another head in research is definitely a big help. So I can do more important tasks. Other than that, a big thing that, people talk about in the fourth quarter is wholesaling. Obviously, that's going to be one of the biggest things for us because I feel like we've definitely reached the capital.
What are some things that you're going to do to kind of get to those, 100K months? I mean, you're already cracking 50, right? 60K next month, 70K next month, especially with Prime Day. Obviously, we have our virtual assistant SOPs and everything, but what are some things that you're going to do to kind of get to those 100K months?
For me to get to them 100K months, I personally have to go harder. There is definitely some days I lack motivation. Those days have to be minimized. That's 100%. 2 is definitely utilizing the virtual assistant that I will be getting by the end of this month to help me find products easier so I can do like the more important
average house. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, Sadiq, you're absolutely about to crush it right now, right? What's some advice that you would have to just a viewer that's watching? You're looking at Amazon content for like 2 to 3, 4 months, struggling right now, what's some advice that you would have for them?
My advice to them would be stick to one plan. Don't just stray throw out these ideas. Stick to one plan and
Just shiny objections.
the worst that can happen.
2 reasons why most people just don't end up getting their goals, right? People that aren't Sadiq, that aren't doing 40, 50K months or profiting 10, 15K months. They don't have to work a 9 to 5. They have their own freedom. The reason people don't get to that point is because people aren't willing to fail, right? People aren't willing to get uncomfortable and take action. As you know, Sadiq, right? There's some people that don't have a friend that already, started Amazon that helped you break the limiting beliefs to start. Some people don't know anybody that's making money online. They're looking at these interviews. They're looking at these short form reels and they don't think making money online is actually real. So what I would kind of do to the viewer right now is watching is kind of help you kind of reshape the way you think right now is I would say, right, if you invested in yourself, if you invested into a business, what is kind of the worst case scenario? Like, what's the worst case scenario? Let's talk about the other side of this where you just never took a risk, 40 or 30, 40, 50 years. And now you're 50 years old, 60 years old, you're working on a job that, you hate, can't retire. And you're just thinking about what ifs. What if I took that jump? What if I took that risk when I was young and I didn't have any bills to pay or anything like that? What if I took that risk? And that's the thing that scares me. That's the thing that pushes me every single day. And the second concept that I want to talk about is shiny object syndrome, right? People are kind of too spread out. Sadiq, when you were first starting Amazon, how many business models did you see? Like how many TikTok Shop, Walmart, like how many business models did you see?
I seen them all, bro. I seen them all. Over 10.
100%. And you could be honest with this. In those slow days of Amazon or those days where Amazon is tough, didn't you look into those other models and think like, oh, the grass is green on the other side?
For sure. Based on the videos I was watching, I thought I was doing it all wrong. I thought I had it all wrong.
Mm-hmm. And what would happen if you didn't stick towards Amazon? When you were at like 10, 12K months and you went shiny objects and you went to a whole different business model, what would happen?
I wouldn't be where I am right now.
You wouldn't be
No one years.
you wouldn't have a foundation.
I'll be stuck in the matrix.
We're about to wrap up the interview right now. Do you kind of have any advice or anything you could say to, anything you could say to the viewer?
This is for my Somali community, especially.
Yes, sir.
We have been talked about, ridiculed, everything. I want to see us do better. I want to see us win. It's our time now. Our time is now. To the people, right, that are willing to spend 3, 4, 5,000 on like raw wave concerts, all that shit.
Trips, like on
Or the same people that won't spend those 3, 4, 5,000 on themselves as an investment to get better. It baffles me. Hey, all I'm saying, it baffles.
We're going to keep winning. We're going to keep growing. We're going to be scaling to those 6-figure profit months. Yeah, like they say, man, you either win with us or you watch us win. I'm super excited for what we're building in 2 Nice Profits, our community over here. We're absolutely about to crush it. The win chats are going to keep getting flooded. We do have a 6-hour course. I'm going to be dropping it for you guys over here on YouTube. If you guys want to work with us one-on-one to see how we can start or scale your Amazon business, get in high network community of 6-figure Amazon sellers that are absolutely crushing right now that are going to force you to become better. Book a one-on-one demo call, and then we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one to see how we can help you scale from $0 to $10,000 per month or $10,000 per month to $100,000 per month, I'll leave a link in the description to book a one-on-one call. If you guys got some value from this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.